family was forced to run from their home in Ukraine, and now they're finding refuge right here in the Mid-South. A woman escaped from Kyiv after being woken up by bombs. She made a harrowing escape to Memphis, bringing one of her sons with her. But as Fox 13's Carolyn Serta explains now, they're now agonizing over the fate of the family they forced to leave behind.
On February 24th, before dawn, bombs exploded over Kyiv, Ukraine. Sirens shaking people out of their sleep, shattering the life they knew before that moment.
We woke up at 4:30 in the morning because we were hearing the fighter jets flying over Kiev. And that's when we started getting messages from our friends that war had started.
Through a translator, Lena Lisinko tells me her family immediately fled their home to her husband's business on the outskirts of the city.
We were there for 4 hours hiding in the bathroom because that's where it felt safer because of all the jets flying overhead. And within a couple of hours, that's when we decided to leave.
But only Lena could leave. Martial law meant her husband and 27-year-old son had to stay to defend the country from the Russian invasion, setting off a range of emotions.
She's saying it felt incredibly stressful and very surreal. That it was hard to believe that this was actually happening.
Страх,
Fear, shock,
паника немножко.
some panic, and just this thought that my son, my child, is far away and I need to be as close to him as possible.
A week earlier, as tensions were rising, Lena's youngest son, 13-year-old Ilya, was sent to Warsaw, Poland for safety. Knowing she had to get to him right away, she left Ukraine at the Romanian border, then drove through 4 countries for 14 hours to reunite with him.
I don't sleep all night and worried for that.
I imagined there would be this amazing happy moment. In reality, I was incredibly tired. I was supposed to be, and that's when Ilya jumped down. He ran out after I called him. And we hugged for a really long time, and I was crying.
As world travelers, Lena and her son already had American visas. 4 days after the war began, with only a backpack each, the two boarded a plane bound for Chicago, where relatives brought them to Memphis. A harrowing escape to safety, only for the horror of what's to come to sink in.
What is your biggest fear right now?
That we'll never see each other again. That's my biggest fear.
Lena is in constant contact with her family and watches the news closely. She says she's devastated by the destruction she's witnessing.
And now it still continues, and it's still unbelievable that they would surround cities, deny food and water, and continue to bombard and shell civilian places.
While she puts much of the blame on Russian President Vladimir Putin, she believes many nations are also partly at fault for buying Russian oil.
Ultimately, with our money, we have allowed this evil to thrive and to grow. I think that World War III has already started.
To keep from agonizing over the fate of her family, friends, and country, Lena clings to her faith that her fellow Ukrainians and allies will be victorious.
I don't just have hope, I believe it. We are a nation of bees that were peacefully gathering their honey, and the claw of a bear reaches into a beehive. The bees rise up to protect and defend the hive. We have reservists and militiamen who have experience fighting wars. And we are going to protect our home to the end.
In Memphis, Carolyn Serta, Fox 13 News.